Welcome to Darklight Archives. Today, we're diving into the strange, sometimes shocking origins of holidays we celebrate each year. From ancient rituals to misunderstood traditions, the origins of these festivities may just surprise you. Hit that subscribe button if you love uncovering secrets hidden in plain sight. We think of Valentine's Day as a time for roses, chocolates, and romance. But did you know it may have started with Lupercalia, an ancient Roman festival? Celebrated in February, this festival was far from romantic. It included animal sacrifices, whipping women for fertility, and drunken revelry. Later, when the Catholic Church sought to Christianize the date, they replaced Lupercalia with St. Valentine's Day, marking it in honor of a saint who supposedly championed love. Costumes and candy define Halloween today, but its roots go back to the Celtic festival of Samhain, a night believed to be when the boundary between the living and those no longer alive blurred. People would wear costumes to ward off wandering spirits and light bonfires to keep away dark forces. It was only later, in medieval Europe, that it transformed into All Hallows Eve, leading to the trick-or-treat tradition we know today. Thanksgiving brings to mind the Pilgrims and Native Americans sharing a feast, but this narrative leaves out some grim truths. The original Thanksgiving likely wasn't a peaceful gathering, but rather a strategic meal between English settlers and the Wampanoag tribe, aimed at forming alliances. The romanticized version of a joyful feast came much later, as the holiday became a symbol of unity, although the reality was far more complicated. Easter, rabbits, eggs and pagan roots. Easter's symbols, rabbits and eggs, don't seem very Christian at first glance, right? That's because they're not. These symbols are derived from Ostara, an ancient pagan goddess of spring, associated with fertility and rebirth. The rabbit, a symbol of fertility, and eggs, representing new life, were adopted to celebrate Jesus' resurrection. But beneath the pastel colours lies an ancient connection to pagan renewal rituals. Christmas, a date borrowed from pagan traditions. Most people celebrate Christmas as the birth of Jesus, but December 25th was originally a day for ancient winter festivals. In Rome, Saturnalia, a holiday, honouring Saturn, god of agriculture, was celebrated with feasting and gift-giving. The Norse celebrated Yule, marked by burning logs and honouring the rebirth of the sun. It was only centuries later that December 25th was chosen as Jesus' birthday to replace these popular winter festivals. New Year's Eve, a Babylonian celebration. New Year's Eve may seem modern, but it dates back over 4,000 years to the ancient Babylonians. They celebrated their new year around March with a massive festival to honour their gods and resolve any grudges or debts. When the Roman calendar shifted the new year to January 1st, people began celebrating it as a time for resolutions and new beginnings, a tradition still going strong today. St. Patrick's Day, a sobering history of snakes and saints. St. Patrick's Day is famous for shamrocks, green beer and Irish pride, but St. Patrick himself was actually born in Britain and was brought to Ireland, enslaved. After he escaped, he returned to convert the Irish to Christianity. The tale of him driving out snakes is symbolic, likely referring to the elimination of paganism from Ireland, as Ireland had no actual snakes. The day we celebrate today is a far cry from its sobering beginnings. April Fool's Day, a calendar mix-up. The origin of April Fool's Day is still a bit of a mystery, but one theory dates it back to the adoption of the Gregorian calendar. France switched the new year to January 1st, but some people continued celebrating on April 1st. These people were ridiculed as April Fools, sparking the tradition of playful pranks and jokes that we still honour centuries later. Mother's Day, a holiday hijacked by commercialism. Mother's Day might seem like an ancient tradition, but it was established in the early 1900s by Anna Jarvis, who wanted to honour her mother. However, as companies began cashing in on the holiday, Jarvis became disillusioned, even campaigning to have it abolished, because she felt its true meaning had been lost. Ironically, the holiday now generates billions in sales worldwide, despite her efforts to stop it. Mardi Gras, a party with pagan roots. New Orleans may have claimed Mardi Gras, but this festival has deep roots in Europe, where it was called Carnival. Ancient pagans celebrated the end of winter with massive feasts, revelries, and costumes. As Christianity spread, the festival became a way to indulge before the restrictions of Lent. Today's parades and wild parties may seem far from those origins, but the spirit of revelry remains the same. So, there you have it. 10 holidays with origins far stranger and more complex than you might have imagined. If these stories made you see your favourite holidays in a new light, give this video a like and let me know which origin shocked you the most in the comments. Subscribe to Darklight Archives for more dives into the dark and mysterious truths behind the world around us. Until next time, stay curious and keep the dark light shining.